What's the worst legal thing you can do? I think it's pretty shitty to claim bodily harm from a very minor car accident just to get $10K, and make the other person pay more for their car insurance. I'm looking at you, lady. I hit going 3 miles per hour. Probably not the worst thing, but it's pretty bad. You can leak the names, addresses, email addresses, social security numbers, driver's license numbers, and payment card details of nearly half of all Americans and more than half of all American adults, and then settle for about $5 per person. Hold Equifax accountable, yo. Permanently destroying huge swaths of land. There's a development corporation in my hometown that has bought up virtually all of the remaining woods, meadows and wetlands in the area, paved them, and built retail spaces that go vacant just a few months later. Businesses aren't even moving into these office parks, but the group just keeps spreading out and developing. It seems like every month, I drive past another leveled tract of land. Marrying someone you don't love. Imagine finding the love of your life, getting married and maybe even having kids, and then they tell you they never loved you, and you built your whole life around them for nothing. Sue your poorer ex-spouse for child custody so repeatedly that you drain their finances and can't fight it anymore. There was a guy a while back who took a photo up a 13-year-old girl's skirt. The judge had some choice words to say, but the guy got let go because, technically, it wasn't illegal. Develop a wonderful loving relationship with someone for a majority of your life. Kids, pets, trust, everything included. One day, tell them all you never loved them, it was all a game you were playing for the last 20 years. Divorce your partner and leave with the stash of cash you've been putting away for the last 20 years, moving to a new country never to see them again. Nestle claiming rights to water and then selling it back to the public at exorbitant prices, all while polluting the earth with the production of single-use plastic bottles. Claim that access to water isn't a human right and then forcing people in third world countries to buy your shitty products at exorbitant prices because there's no alternative. In most states, a police officer can have sex with a person after they are taken into custody. Legal, but pretty messed up considering a person's ability to consent is questionable at that point. I was at a party where this happened. The guy actually had to move out of town because he was soon known by everyone for his actions. To start off, it was a fairly moderate house party. Not much drinking was involved and no drugs whatsoever, it was chill and everyone had a good time. So this other dude showed up and he was that typical slender, pale, creepy nerd type of guy. Everyone was having fun, making friends and chatting, but this dude just stands in the corner and looks at people. I try to be nice and bring him in on the conversation, but instead he starts to awkwardly hit on one of the girls I was with that evening. She was visibly distressed and gave him a harsh answer which he didn't take very well. So he got angry and stormed off. Everyone was happy that this guy left, but as it turns out he called the police and told them that we were dealing drugs and that minors were given access to hard alcohol. Nobody got arrested as his claims were obviously wrong, but it still killed the mood. We only found out that it was actually him because for a few days after, he bragged about it online and someone noticed. Buy a building as a landlord and kick a family business out for selfish and greedy motivation. And then steal that family business's original idea and watch them struggle after the unexpected loss of their business. Thankfully the fucker sucked at running a business and didn't even last a year before closing the doors. Cheat on your spouse, get caught, withdraw all affection, intimacy, refuse to leave the marriage, family home, gaslight the partner for years, while subtly turning family members against the one cheated on, making them look crazy. Leaving the spouse to have to make the decision to leave their kids and destroy the lovely secure family life they had. Otherwise nothing will change. Ever. I had a friend staying with me for a while cause his mom was a nutcase and an alcoholic. His dad didn't have his shit together, which happens, so he wasn't staying with his dad either. So my family is trying to help this guy, basically still a kid, get some assets together so he can start making his life happen in spite of everything. So my father, being the extremely cool guy he is, buys me a new car, and we give my old car to my friend. For some reason I never understood, cause I'm kind of a dumb fuck when it comes to finance, it made the most sense to give the title to his dad, so his dad would technically be the owner of the car, but my friend would be the primary driver. Like 2 weeks in, his dad does something, I never knew what, and now my friend can't drive the car. The car is just his dad's, my friend has nothing to do with it. He didn't technically steal the car, so I don't know what to call it. But yeah, taking advantage of the generosity of strangers to steal something from your son while he's coming to terms with how his mother has been abusing him his whole life. That was both legal and, at least as far as I'm concerned, very rude. Tell a man that some kids are his, he signs the birth certificate, and then it comes out not even 6 months later that the kids are not his, but since he signed the certificate he still has to pay child support for 18 years even if the real father is known. In New Zealand, kill your neighbor's pet. The way the law works is that it's completely legal to kill any animal for any or no reason, so long as doing so doesn't put anyone else in danger or cause suffering. A few months ago, someone in my neighborhood had their dog killed with a single blow to the head, and when they caught the guy he only received a citation for trespassing into the backyard. It turns out, this law is the case in many places around the world.